Alright guys, so it's Wednesday, May 3rd, and I'm back out here for Season 4 in Iowa. If you go back, you can watch all of my Season 1, and I'm actually hunting the same piece of ground that I was hunting during Season 1 around the end. So I got in here, and I got in here a little later than I wanted to, because the sun came up earlier than I was expecting, and they weren't really gobbling where I thought they were. But I heard this bird gobbling. I didn't know if he was going to be going to the field or what. So I dropped down in this ravine, and I took the ravine and the drainage all the way down pretty much to the creek. And I ended up coming up and got on, I think, the same ridge as him. And he was fired up. I felt his vibrations as he was gobbling. So I was super close. And what happened was he flew up. And I'll give you a pan of the area. But he flew up, and I was over the edge on this other side, and what I think he did is he strutted this top in this other side that I'm looking at right now, and I heard him spitting and drumming, but he just wouldn't come up this way because, it's public land, and, they've probably had a lot of hunter encounters. There was 2 trucks in the parking lot when I got here, so eventually this bird, he kind of went quiet on me, and I haven't heard him spitting and drumming, but I think he went down is what I'm really thinking that happened, and he kind of shut up, so I don't know if he had hens or what. Boy, I definitely thought that was going to work out, though. We were on the same ridge, and I surely thought he would at least come and try to peek over that edge, but it just shows you really got to be on the top. I just couldn't get up there because he was roosted, and I thought he flew down. He would have seen me if he was in the roost for sure if I would have went up here, but he flew down and I didn't know where he was at, so I couldn't make any moves on him. Okay, as you can tell, I didn't go down. I actually went up, and that bird that I was on this morning, he wrapped around the hill. So I'm listening here, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go up. There's a field edge up there, but he's down in the timber, so I don't know if I want to go up. I feel like it'd be best if I went over to him, but I don't know how far it is, and it's super thick in here, so I don't think I got a lot of footage of it, but I'm pretty sure that it's the same bird that I was on this morning. And I ended up going up to this field and realizing it was super sunny, and he sounded like he was down on the ridge strutting on a transition line somewhere, and he just kind of shut up completely, and I kind of got into a spot where I can see a little bit, but he completely shut up, and I don't know if it's because he knows my calls or he's a call shy bird or what, but there's a bird that's been kind of gobbling off and on behind me in a different area, and I don't know if it's the same bird or what, but because this how it works out, this bends around, so I don't know if he's just working that way or if it's a completely different bird. So I think we're just gonna go up behind me and head up that way and see if there's a bird up in this field strutting. That's where I'm hearing it, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Boy, I don't know what else to do. It's 8 o'clock and they're not talking. So I'm actually in the exact same spot that I was sitting this morning. And I never worked my way down and got across the other side of the creek to where those other birds were at, because I actually had that bird that I think I was on fire up. And I don't understand why he shut up. Maybe he heard me when I was trying to get closer or what, but I had a bird on this side of the creek gobble. That's why I came back over here. I want to know where he's at so I could just go over there and make a game plan, but nothing's making any noise anymore. So it's tough. So I think I'm gonna sit here a little bit and see if something will gobble. If not, I'm gonna try again to make him gobble, and if they don't gobble, more than likely I'm just gonna kind of head back up in these fields and see if anything's strutting in the fields. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you guys go to brunkoutdoors.com. We actually have a website now, and if it would, yeah. And we have a shop where you guys can buy these hats, and as well as 2 other different hats. So make sure you go to brunkoutdoors.com. That'll be in the description box below. And yeah, learn more about us, and we actually have some of the vlogs up on there as well. So thanks for your support, guys. Okay, so hopefully we don't keep doing circles, but I went back down, as you guys know, to try to get something to gobble on the other side of the creek, and I heard a gobble way off behind me. Thought it was one of these fields here, and I came up here, and I've been standing for a little bit. I'm not calling, and he actually gobbled again, and I think he might be in a field over here, or not. He might be on a private field. I don't know. So I'm gonna pretty much run across over here and try to get over there. Not really run. Shouldn't run. Bump something. But we're just gonna work our way that way and go around this bend and hopefully see him starting in the field. So stay tuned. Boy, oh boy, was that really disappointing. Like I said, I was actually sitting on that a high point where I started this morning to see if I could hear any gobblers on the other side. And this morning walking in, I actually heard a gobble that was up here in this, somewhere over here on this side of the property, completely the other side. But the bird I got set up on, I thought I could really put a good game plan together, and we almost had that happen. But all morning I've been hearing gobbles off and on, and I finally heard a gobble when nothing else was talking. So I got up and, I'm gonna beat feet over here to try to see what's gobbling while he's talking. And I got over to the edge and kind of getting closer to where I thought the gobbles were gonna be at, or get a better spot to where I thought I could hear him again. And a hunter came out into the field and around this area where this gobble was happening. So it's really frustrating on public land. I mean, you're gonna have hunters to deal with. That's not the problem. I know that's gonna happen, but my opinion is, on public land there should be no gobbling with a call by a hunter. I think that's insane. I don't understand why somebody would want to do that. All it's going to do is going to bring other hunters in. So, I mean, on private land, if you want to take a gobble and gobble at turkeys and let turkeys know that you're another gobbler, and they don't really come into gobbles. So, on public land, I don't think there's any place or reason to have a gobbler, like a gobble call. Never even thought about getting one. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this morning's hunt. Overall, it was a really good morning, other than running into that other hunter who was using that gobble call. But can't really do anything about it. It's public land. It's just frustrating, like I said. So my thought is, just got to be smarter and go back to what I was doing, getting kind of towards the center of the property, unless there's obviously a real gobbler that we can get set up on, kind of like this morning. So my thought is I've got quite a long time. It's about 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks in season 4 here in Iowa. So I'm not going to be hunting as much as I did first season. Like we said in other videos, the seasons in Iowa are literally just a sprint. People are just going as fast as they can because the seasons are so short, which is a drawback. So season 4, it's a really long season. So I'm gonna end up coming here when there's really good weather, and it fits my schedule because I got school and I got finals coming up in a week. So my plan is we're not gonna hunt this afternoon or tomorrow. So I'm gonna be back here on Friday morning, and then hopefully we'll have some good action. I think I'm coming back here, but there's also some other public land a little further north from where I'm at right now, and I've scouted one part of it, but there's a ton of land up there, and part of me wants to go up there and do a turkey/scouting mission. So make sure you guys subscribe to see future content. We got a lot of cool content coming up, not just with turkey hunting. We're gonna be doing more scouting, and we have a really exciting series coming up that we think you guys will like. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck hunting.